Larry, have you written and directed a film before?
Well, I did a short about 19 years ago. It's not even close to this experience, though.
So how was it, right, to make a film? And by the way, how'd you bring in all these actors?
You know, I've worked with a lot of them, and they're friends of mine. And I just said, hey, guys, you guys, and I sent them the script, and they agreed. I kind of couldn't believe it. They started agreeing one at a time, and it started falling together. It really started with Brian Dennehy, the newest daughter. I've worked with her for years, and she suggested that he do this. So once Brian, hello,
They're just honky with happiness.
they are. So once Brian got on board, a lot of people are like, hey, Brian Dennehy's doing your picture, and they fall along.
And Brian said okay, then J.K. said again, and then Tom Arnold.
Yes, well, Tom first. And then I shot the movie in 3 stages. I don't know if you guys want to know all this, but...
No, we want to know. These viewers of ours want to know.
Okay, I had enough money to shoot for Brian out, because I was like, let's shoot Brian out, and then we'll try to raise money for the second half of the movie, and that's what we did. And then J.K. saw that footage, and he's had time. He didn't have time before. Then he's like, I got a day. I'll give you a day. I shot 4 scenes with J.K., and then I raised money with that to finish the movie.
The one actor that seems the hardest to get of all is Hudson. How'd you get Hudson?
Hudson's unbelievable. Hudson, well, I had a bunch of kids that were sent to me from the casting director, and he stood out. And I told the casting directors, I said, is there something special about this kid? And she said, oh, God, thank God you said that. Can we just stop casting and just cast him? And I said, absolutely, he's the one. So he's amazing.
So how long did it take you to make this film?
Oh, that's an interesting question. It's been 2 years since I shot. So post-production and distribution deals and contracts, that's all been like 2 years of cutting and screenings. So that it took me, 3 years. How about that? I'll give you 3 years.
Isn't it a mini miracle to have a film come out with all the things you have to do?
I think it's the hardest thing to do in the world. I really do. It is crazy making a movie. And but you just have to get used to the fact that things are going to go wrong, and you just go with the flow, and ultimately it works out. But we had our challenges.
Larry, you have the perfect attitude and demeanor to make a film. Why should people see 3 Days with Dad?
You know what? I really wanted to, when I lost my father, I thought about films that I had seen, and I'd never really seen a film talk about life and death like this in his last stages. And when I went through it with my family, it was sad, but it was also quite funny. There was a lot of absurd moments, and I had never seen that capitalized on in a film, so I started writing this script. And people have been, when I finished the script, people have told me that they're moved by it, that they relate. If anyone's had a sick parent or a dying relative in the hospital, they know what they relate to it. So that is really what I want people to walk away from this picture. I think they'll be moved. But I also think that I found the absurdity and the humor about some of this, how families are affected with end-of-life decisions.
Isn't it funny how we could sometimes find the humor in death or in the worst situations?
Oh, God, yes. Yeah, I think it's the best. I think that those are the funniest moments, at the most absurd, and sometimes the most heart-wrenching.
When I've taken any trips or anything where everything went perfect, it's a boring trip. But when all these bad things happen, that's my great trip.
Exactly. And that makes an interesting movie. See, if it was a great trip with nothing happening wrong, it'd be a boring movie, right?
Exactly.
So no, there's great natural drama at around sickness and end of life, and I capitalized on it. And so I'm happy with how it turned out. We'll see how everybody reacts.
Congratulations, and I'm here because I'm a big supporter of you and everything I've heard about your film.
Okay, great. Well, I hope you're coming to the after party.
Is there free drinks?
There are free drinks.
All right, dude. You know what we're doing later.
You guys are invited.
Where's that at?
It's at Caulfield's, right down the road.
Okay, we'll be there.
Okay.
Pleasure.
Pleasure. Thank you.
Cool.